Hey, this is Tango Oscar Mike. We're out at Raccoon Creek State Park doing some hiking, and the loop I had planned out, we've done this loop many times. The trail's closed. It looks like they finally started the construction project. There's a lake back there that I was told they are draining and going to turn back into wetlands. So it looks like they started it, but the trail's closed. So we really can't go that way. So we're probably just going to hike back the way we came. It's not very far. We're not going to get the mileage that we wanted to get. We could do some little loops over there, but yeah, it kind of sucks. Hey, well, we're still hiking. Instead of going back to the car, we decided to completely double back and do the loop we started the day with. So right now we're at 7.5 miles and probably have another 3 to go, or close to it, maybe 4. But yeah, so back the way we came, but it's better than cutting it short and have a really short hike. If we would have gone back to the car from there, we probably would have been about maybe 7 miles. So, and there's nobody else on the trails today. They were calling for rain between noon and 1, and I think it's close to 1 now, and I don't think it's going to rain. There's only a 30% chance of severe thunderstorms, so we tend to ignore it. We think it's a conspiracy. The weathermen are always telling us it's going to rain and there's going to be bad weather to keep people from going out. They're still trying to keep you locked up in your home. So, but if it rains, we get wet. We're already wet, soaking wet with sweat from head to toe. It's kind of humid. It's not a hot day. It's in the low 70s. It might be a little warmer now, but it was in the low 70s, and this is our turn. Yeah, this is our turn. But we ate our little snack bars. Augie's had some snacks. I made a comment that I can't wait for winter, and I do like late fall and winter hiking better. Nothing's growing in. There's no bugs, and like I said, to me it's easier to put on a layer, pull a layer out of my pack and get warm than it is to try to cool off on a really hot day. So, but we're hiking some trails I haven't been on, and some Laura hasn't been on at all. There's one that me and Augie did in the wintertime. It was very icy. It runs along the lake. That's the Valley Trail or the Beach Trail. I think it's a combination. Part Beach Trail, part Valley Trail. So, but they weren't too bad. But that project on that lake back there, they're turning it back into wetlands. I've heard about that for a long time, and they weren't letting you fish anything you wanted out of there. There were no limits. You could catch as much as you want, so you kind of knew that they were going to do it. But I kept wondering if they were really ever going to do it for real. And now we know it's closed, and I imagine that's going to be closed for years. Tomlinson State Park, or Tomlinson Run State Park in West Virginia, we go there too. They have a section where they kind of did the same thing, and it's been under construction for a long time, and it looks still like they're doing a ton. Plus the areas they finished are extremely muddy, and they've got hay down and they're planting grass, but it's going to take so long before that grass takes over and sucks up some of the moisture, so it's not as wet and soupy as it was when we were there, because it was pretty bad. I almost lost a shoe. But to their defense, they did have signs that said danger deep mud, so I guess we should have known. But where we entered that trail, it wasn't marked as a trail closure, so that's why we did what we did. That's thorn jagged. Look, floop. Well, we're almost out to the trailhead. We've done over 9.5 miles. Only 1,600 feet of elevation gain. Actually, a little more, 1,650. But yeah, it was a good hike. Kind of sucks that we had to double back the way we came, but we still got some mileage in. So we're okay with that. But good hike. It didn't rain. We actually did feel a couple of very light sprinkles, but nothing at all. So look at the moss on that log. I think that stuff's kind of cool. Cool scenery. Well, I hope you enjoy your hikes and your time out in the woods. This is Tango Oscar Mike, 73. Take care.
Tango Oscar Mike.
So on the hike today, we found a pair of shorts, looked like a pair of kids' shorts, a single flip-flop, and a piece of duct tape on the trail, all in different places. But that's kind of creepy, and I hope they got away, or we hope they got away, put it that way. So we're home from our hike, and I haven't checked the garden in a couple of days, so I need to come down and check everything. The zucchini's done. Once we picked the zucchinis that were in here, or not zucchinis, the cucumbers, everything started to die. I don't think we missed anything. There's a little tiny one there, and there was this little guy over here. But other than that, I don't think there's any others. All this is dying. It's all dead. That tomato plant never really did good. These pepper plants we thought were dying. They produced early, and then that was it. Nothing else from them. The zucchinis, let's see. I don't see any in here. I don't think there's any more in here. I think there's one in the other, a couple of ones in there. But look, there's so I screwed up and planted all cherry tomatoes. I don't know how I did it, but that's what I did. So I'm gonna pick all these tomatoes off of here. We have carrots. This is cantaloupe. Supposed to be cantaloupe, but it's really not. Nothing's growing yet, and I don't know if it will. And I can see ants all in my garden again. So let's take a look in here. I just got a bunch of zucchini out of here, so I don't know if there's going to be anything left in here. Let's see. I don't see anything there, but they like to hide. I thought there was another one over here somewhere, but I could be wrong. I know I took one from there. There's one growing there, but that's a little one. I thought there was still a big one down. Aha, I see it over there. So I told you they like to hide. And this is our corn. It's obviously still super tiny. Nothing growing out of there. But there is a zucchini. Look, oh, right in here. And that's about the size we like to harvest them at. So I am going to take my knife here and cut that out of there. Let's pull that out. So there's a decent zucchini. When they get bigger than this, actually this big, there's too many seeds. I mean, there's just like so many seeds in them. But no, there's at least a zucchini. And I'm going to pick the rest of those tomatoes. I'm going to pick all the tomatoes that need to be picked. I've been freezing the tomatoes, and I'm going to plan on making some type of spaghetti sauce or something out of it. Yeah, see. So here's a little one starting there. Then there's that other one down there. But I think that might be it. Is that one? There's one starting there. So this is still producing a little bit. But yeah, I missed a bunch of tomatoes. I bet you some of these aren't going to be any good. But let me get those taken care of and pick those out of there. So here's what our freezer looked like. I sliced some zucchini, froze it, and then vacuum sealed it. And then the other ones, I cubed it, froze it, and then vacuum sealed it. So
we're going to do tacos, and we're going to tacos tomorrow.
what was that?